Hello, I'm Mark Hayes, and welcome back to 5 Talk Street. The American Airlines C.R. Smith Museum is one of the best museums in Dallas-Fort Worth, and NBC 5 is so happy to count them as one of our STEM partners. Joining me now is Angie Gofredo, the Director of Development at the American Airlines C.R. Smith Museum. Angie, thanks so much for joining us today and talking a little bit about the museum. We certainly appreciate it. Yeah. First of all, let's talk a little bit about what the museum offers that is unique, because, you know, aviation museums are so much fun. I mean, the Smithsonian is fun, but this is focused solely on aviation as well.
It is. It is all about aviation. You come in, there'll be airplanes. You can go into DC-3. You can touch and feel airplane parts, wheels, and engines. So it's a very hands-on museum. Talks about the history of American Airlines, as well as the different things that have happened throughout aviation. So we're really proud to be a history museum, but also a museum that has that hands-on science approach.
Yeah, and American Airlines is a good corporate partner for doing this because, you know what, it is a way to kind of touch and feel the history of the airline and to kind of understand what has gone into the airline and its history.
Right. For instance, we've got an area, the Circle Theater, that talks about what happens to your luggage when the luggage goes, or, you know, it's those things that inquiring minds want to know.
Right.
Or how does it, who picks out the wines when you're on first class, if you're able to go on?
Right.
Or what happens when there's a weather incident, it's raining. What happens to those planes? So we're able to show that, show how American Airlines does it, how our partners with DFW Airport, etc. So we're able to show that experience to kids and adults and aviation enthusiasts from all over.
I would imagine it's a place where dreams are born, because young people can come in there and say, you know what, I could be anything from an airline mechanic to an airline pilot to just about anything in aviation.
Right. We have a lot of our volunteer base is retired employees.
Oh, wow.
We've got captains, we have engineers, we have flight attendants, we have reservationists. We have one who's been there for 90. He's been with them 90 years old. He's been with the company for 70 years.
Wow.
And he still comes in his uniform, and everyone loves to talk to him. Foster's there on Fridays and Saturday mornings. The kids just love talking to him, and he loves telling them what they need to do to be successful and how he accomplished so much.
Wow.
So we're very thankful for our volunteers.
Yeah, I bet he's a wealth of knowledge.
He is.
I'll bet. And got some great stories, too, probably.
Yes, he does.
So let's talk a little bit about how you're able to reach students when it comes to science, technology, engineering, and math, because these are some fields that we need our kids to start to excel even more in if we're going to be competitive with the rest of the world.
Right. We do on various ways. We go out to the schools to do some community outreach. We have programs Saturday at the Smiths that will talk. We have meteorologists come talking about weather. We might have science in general. We might have captains come out. We also do it through our special exhibits. We try to bring exhibits in that will show different aspects. We have one now that is Colorama, that actually it's photos from the different Eastman Kodak. We've got one coming up in January. It's called Spin, and it's all about forces and motion, and two same items, but one has a bigger dents and one is less, and they move. So it's a lot of that, just bring in fun. And then we have in the summer, we're excited to have Lego back. We'll have Lego Castle.
Okay.
So it's a lot of fun.
Wow, good stuff. November 8th, you've got your wine tasting coming up, which is very special. It's a huge event for you guys.
We do. We are celebrating our 20th anniversary this year. So we are doing that at our wine tasting event, just celebrating, having a good time. And all of our money that evening will go towards our Soaring Through Science education program.
Oh, okay.
So you can enjoy some wine, some hors d'oeuvres, maybe dance a little. So it's just a good, fun evening that benefits the museum.
Sure. How do we get tickets to that?
You can go to our website, crsmith.com, or you can call us at the museum, 817-967-1560.
Okay. Sounds like it's going to be a good time. Also, though, you guys were talking a little bit earlier about inclusion through access. We talked about this a little off camera, and talked about how this museum is for everyone.
It is. It is for children that have special needs. And that's what we're trying to do as well. One of the things that we've found is children with special needs, whether it be autistic or Down syndrome, that they look at things differently. So we are trying to have more of a technology approach that when they come to our museum that they can understand it. For instance, we have storyboards. Some children, that if they know and anticipate what's going to happen, they can better understand the museum. So we're trying to make it where everyone feels inclusive, that they too can enjoy. Every child of all ages enjoys airplanes. So we want to make sure that they feel comfortable when they come into the museum, and they too can enjoy and smile from ear to ear.
Right. When you look at what's going on and all that's going on right now is a pivotal time in American history with the merger on the horizon. I would imagine you guys are pretty excited about what's going on and the possibilities ahead.
The possibilities are endless. I mean, it just means more for us to offer to the community. We will take everything in and give it to everyone else and show them our rich history, the history of the other airlines, just to show them we are community-based, and we want to show people what we can do, what we offer, show them how science, the technology, the engineering, math, we have to all come together to make those airplanes fly. Absolutely.
And the brand has become iconic. What was it like to see the colors change on the airplanes? Because over the years, as the resident historian, you've seen the industry kind of morph, if you will, and everything kind of looks a little bit sleeker, and everything looks a little cooler every time it changes.
It's all exciting. With every new Lego, it is exciting. You just take it and you embrace and you move forward, and you're able to look back. We have so many different historical, the different logos have been over time, and we just take it and run with it. And it is fun. It is sleeker. We have a new wrap on the museum, so you can see that. So it's a lot of fun to be able to be part of the process and to see what goes behind the scenes in that process.
Sure. And remind folks where the museum is again.
We're right there on Highway 360 and 183, and we're built south of the airport.
Okay. What are the hours?
We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 5.
Okay. So we want folks to get out there and enjoy. Do you do class trips and that sort of thing as well?
We do. We do class trips, and we have group rates available, 15 or more.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to get a good group out there and come hang out with you and learn some more about American Airlines. What a stronghold in the community, and one of the real shining stars here in Dallas-Fort Worth. We certainly appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
We will see you soon. And that is it for this edition of 5 Talk Street. Thanks so much for joining us. We will see you next time with more great stuff happening around the community. I'm Mark Hayes. Have a great day.